Hello everyone, Vito's pretty here back with another how to play. Today we're looking at how to play the brand new Uno Flex, which I just got recently from Amazon. And I got the one in the tin version because that's the one I found. And then I did see the regular box version, but it was like twice as much money for some ridiculous reason. So I stuck with this one. This is a new version of Uno. Same classic Uno feel. It's all about playing cards and setting your cards, trying to get rid of all the cards in your hand, just like any Uno game that you want to play before. Except there is special flex cards. And each player is going to get one of these power cards. On one side it's a green check mark, the other side it's a red X. Now it is for ages 7 and up, 2 to 8 players. And you get 112 cards in the deck. You get 8 of these, one for each player. And then you get all your cards. Now you do get some regular cards. Like this one is regular, it's just a 2. And then you get all sorts of special flex cards. Like, for instance, this one, all the flex cards have a symbol or something going on at the corner. This one has this little symbol on the corner. This means that if you play this one, and we'll go through this as we do a little playthrough, you're going to flip your card, either to the red X or back. This basically, it's a flip. It lets you flip your power card, no matter where it is. Moving through here, I'll show you one of the flex cards. This card is a yellow 2. However, if you have the green checkmark card, you can flex it and change it to a green 2. And then turn over. Whenever you flex a card, whenever you flex a card, use your power card, you flip it over. And now you cannot use this until it gets flipped back over. And you'll find that there's a mix of cards that are flex, or flip, or just regular. And then going on further, you got kind of the same thing. So you got your regular reverse cards, which reverse the direction of gameplay. But then you got this one, which is a reverse, but if you flex it, it turns into a skip card, which is kind of cool. And then you got to draw regular draw 2. Play this, next person has to draw 2 cards, and then their turn is over. Let me just verify that. Actually, this flex is not just, I mean, if you use this one like this, it's just a regular reverse. But if you flex it, it becomes a skip and a reverse. So it's a double kind of a thing, so that's kind of cool. This one, it's a draw 2, but you can flex it. Instead of the next person drawing 2, everyone draws 1. And a skip card. This one is a skip, but if you flex, everyone flips their cards. If I am correct on that. Actually, I apologize. It's a skip everyone. So if you play this, it's just a regular skip. But if you flex it, you skip everyone. I should have known that, because it's basically the same as regular Uno or other Uno versions. And yeah, you got all those cards. And then there's more here as well with the wild cards. You get your regular draw 4 wild cards, which force the next player to draw 4 and then end your turn. But you can only play that if you do not have a card that matches the color of the discard pile. Even if you have another wild card or a number card that matches the discard pile, you can still play that draw wild card. And we got these ones. These are wild cards. You can just play it as a normal wild card, where you get to decide the color that's played next. Or you can flex it and turn it into a targeted draw 2, where you select any player to draw two instead of it being, necessarily the next person. It could be anyone. And then moving on, you also get these new wild cards. It's a regular wild card. But when you play it, everyone gets to flip their card over. You can kind of tell by the multiple players and the flip symbol. And then some more of these targeted ones. Pretty interesting. We'll do a little play here. And this is same as the other one, except it's a targeted draw two. Or everyone draws two, I should say. So you play this one, it's a regular wild card, but if you flex it, everyone must draw two cards. So, pretty cool. I will say so. Let me be right back. Alright, so we're ready to go here. So everyone's going to get one of these power cards. Obviously, check mark up to start. And everyone gets 7 cards dealt to them, one at a time. Obviously, you're going to keep your hands to yourself and hidden. And you're going to flip the top card over from the draw pile to form your discard pile. And obviously, you're going with, in this case, the red 3. If this was a wild draw 4, you would put that back in the deck and flip the next card. If it's a special card, like a skip card or a reverse card, you're going to take that action. So if it's a reverse card, immediately it reverses direction, and instead of the player to the left of the dealer starting, the dealer would start and player would go to the right. If it's a skip card, then the person to the left of the dealer who would be starting would actually be skipped. If it's a draw card, a draw 2 card, the player to the left of the dealer who would start would have to draw 2 cards and end their turn. And if it's just a wild card, then the person would just play whatever card they chose, because they can play any color. I don't believe the dealer has to specify a color. Anyway, and then if it's, like I said, if it's a wild draw 4, you take that, return it to the deck, and flip the next card and use that instead. And I believe that covers all the cards. So, player to the left of the dealer will start. They have to play, in this case, a red card or a 3, or they can flex it. And we're not going to flex it. They're just going to play a 3. Oh, as I lose a card, because that's one of my trademarks. Losing cards. And the next player is going to go. Now, it specifies in the game something I found interesting that I hadn't seen before in Uno games, and that is, but it is something that I have known, but it makes it pretty clear. And that is, where did I see that? Right here. You get rid of your cards by playing 1 card onto this discard pile, because people often have a habit of playing 2 or 3 cards. Like, for instance, this player started, he played a 3. He has 3 frees. Why not play them all at once, right? That's what a lot of people do in their home rules. And you can do that if you want, but the specific game rules for Uno is you play 1 card, not pair, not 3 or 4, 1. Just to be clear. So anyways, going on to this next player here. They have to play either a 3 or a red card. They can play a 3. Might as well. Now they could play that and flip the card with the flex, but there's no real point to that. Actually, no, wait. I need to clarify something here. I believe, I'm just trying to verify, because I haven't really gone over this. Okay, so that's what I thought. So if you play a card like this that has a flip on it, you must flip your card over. So he will flip his card over. Unfortunately, that means he cannot flex at the moment. So a free or a blue card. He doesn't have any frees. But he's going to use his power card to flex. And he's going to play this as a blue 4 instead of a yellow 4. And it comes to me, where we got a blue 4 there. I'm going to play this and force this next player to draw 2 cards and then end their turn. They don't play. Moving on, this guy's going to play a 7. And I'm just trying to make sure nobody else played any of those cards. There's a bit more to follow along with this game, obviously. So blue 7, he cannot flex anything. So he's going to play this wild card, and he's going to say green. So now I must play a green card if I have one. I do, and I will. And now this guy's going to go. He's got more freeze. Now, at any time, if you want, even if you can play, you can draw a card. So he can draw a card if he wants. Now, he must play this card or end his turn. He cannot draw a card and then play a different card. So we'll just, I wanted to show that as an example. He's not going to draw a card, though. He's going to play a 6. And he's going to reverse the direction. So now it's going back this way. And he's going to skip this player. So it comes to me. And, you know, I'm going to use my power card and play this one and force everyone to draw 2 cards. Obviously, myself not included. And I believe it's going in this direction. Yeah. Because he reversed it. So now he's going to play this. Oh, and what am I going to say? I'm going to say red. So he's going to play this too. It allows him to flip his card over as I drop a card. I can say this guy. Well, he's going to play this card and say yellow. And this forces everyone to flip the cards over no matter where they are. And he said yellow. So it comes to this player. He's going to play a skip card. He's going to play this. That allows him to flip his card over. And it comes to me. I cannot play, so I have to draw a card. And I still can't play, so I have to end my turn. That's the downfall of having less cards in your hand. Makes it harder to play. So you keep going around like this. He's going to play this. No, he's not going to do that because then you have to flip his card over. I'll try to get through this. He's going to use his power card and play this, and he's going to skip everyone, and that means he gets to go again. And he's going to play, well, he's going to play this draw 4, and he's going to say red. That means I have to draw 4 cards, and my turn is over. So this guy, he can't play red, but he's going to do this and say green, forcing everyone to flip the cards. And this player cannot play green, so he's going to say yellow. This guy can't play yellow, so he's going to say, I'm going to play this, force everyone to draw 2 cards, and I'm going to say red. Like I haven't drawn enough cards. So that comes to me, it's red. And I'm going to play this red 8 and flip my card back over. So they keep going around like this until somebody gets rid of all the cards in their hand. I don't think we need to keep going on and on. It's Uno with these added elements. So again, you play a card that has this flip symbol on it. You get to flip your power card. to whichever side. If you play a card that has one of these symbols in the corner, you can flex it, and then it becomes the other side of the card. A card like this, wild card, everyone gets to flip their power card over, and so forth. And then, of course, these ones, you can flex them and change their color. So it's an interesting new version of Uno. I like it. It's neat. I like how they kind of reinvent themselves every now and then. I mean, there was Uno Flip, and then there was also DOS, and now there's Uno Flex. It's a nice twist on the classic game, and it just definitely spices things up and adds a little bit of extra element. So that is that. That is Uno Flex. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. We will see you next time for more. Thanks for watching. Hello, everyone. I am back. I apologize. I realized in all my excitement about this game, I might have missed a few details, so I'm going to add them on. First of all, one thing I missed is that all the wild cards you find in the game, there's no regular wild cards. You got all these cards that can be used as regular wild cards, but most of them have a flex ability that you can use as well. Or, I mean, the basic wild card is just one that lets everyone flip their cards. But there's no just regular wild card. The other thing is the wild draw 4s. All the wild draw 4s have this special flexibility that I missed, and that is a targeted draw 4, where you can play this regular draw 4, regular wild draw 4 rules apply, but instead of it being the person to your left or right that has to draw 4 cards, you can specifically choose somebody. The other thing is when you play a targeted draw 4 or draw 2 card, let's say I'm this player and I target this person. They must draw 4 cards, and then, well, let's say I target this person. They must draw the 2 cards or 4 cards, and play continues with this person, even if it was originally going to be this person's next. So you can kind of use that as a way to skip layers. The other thing is how you... I apologize about the noise in the background all of a sudden. Good Lord. Anyways, the other thing I wanted to mention is that the method you use to flip these cards. The first one is, of course, if you play a card like this that has a flip symbol, you get to flip your card over. The other is if you use one of those wild cards like this, that lets everyone flip their cards over. And the other one that I didn't mention is once everyone is got the cards flipped over to the red X, everyone immediately flips them back over. So those are the 3 methods of flipping. And of course, I forgot to mention the Uno aspect, and that is once you're down to your last card, you have to say Uno. If you forget to say Uno and somebody catches you, you have to draw 2 cards as a penalty. I believe it's 2. And if nobody catches you and the next player goes, then you're in the clear. And another little change of this game, as opposed to classic Uno, is that you only have cards numbered 1 through 8. There's no 0s or 9s, because you have to make space for all the extra wild cards. And one more thing that I think is pretty cool is that this game has a colorblind aspect to it. So all the yellow cards have 1 triangle, the green cards have 2, the blue cards have 3, and the red cards have 4 little triangles. So I think that's really awesome, and I wanted to mention that. So that is that. I do apologize about the vacuuming in the background. If you heard that, I do apologize. Hopefully that clears some things up. Just wanted to add that on, make sure everything is clear. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. We'll see you next time for more. I think it's a pretty cool game. Once again, see ya.